YouTube boo, first class seats is overrated. Won't go less, they overpay us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Jaguars going up against the Bills.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Tackled at about the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go! Green, 39!
He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Over the middle, complete. That's Roman. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. In motion, the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff as they run left side. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The slot man in motion right. And the play clock's running down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On play action, they'll throw. For Kidder here, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Leopard. Leopard. Gone.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around. But the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. And he motions the wide receiver. They're going to look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Bills getting set to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. And that is incomplete. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wildcard game as we get you back to quarter 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Here we go. Watching that, Barney. Leopard.
They'll set up to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Now, look at 56. Let's get 56. Go. Leopard. Detroit. Now, look at 56. Leopard. Back to Philly. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. A gain of 39 that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
Detroit. Watching that, Barney. Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Leopard.
Now they try the right side here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed. Gone.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Watching now, Barney. Hey, check 20. Here we go now. Green.
And now here's a carry heading left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
319! 319! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Detroit! Here we go now. 319.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second down now after the pass completion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Here we go now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football, not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Back to throw now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you look at your play.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
That one goes for 24 yards. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback, you were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether we'll wear a glove, not wear a glove, how cold is it. You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love it. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now. Boom, landed.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick. But instead it falls down incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Leopard. Here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
Set. No. Check. Patriot. Over. Check 15. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
And the wideout in motion. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Leopard. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Gone.
Back to throw. escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit! Detroit! Good! No. Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Hank's almost going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 19. And he motions the wide receiver. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Here we go now. Good.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
Hurry up, here we go. 3, Black 99 Philly, here we go. Good. No. Check, Patriot.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Roman. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get into their off-season program, and they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it. Building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.